Good evening, I'm Rob Coles. Dan is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. Authorities announcing a major break in the case of a missing Winona woman. Tonight, Winona police confirming the human remains found this week in southern Minnesota is that of Madeline Kingsbury. Her ex-boyfriend is now behind bars. The arrest follows a months-long investigation into the disappearance of Kingsbury. Kingsbury was reported missing at the end of March. On April 5th, the Winona Police Department held a press conference and called the circumstances around her case suspicious and involuntary. They also said at that point there was no suspect in the case. A few days later, a massive search party with thousands of volunteers and law enforcement combed through southeastern Minnesota in the southeast corner of Minnesota looking for signs of Madeline. After weeks of silence, the father of Kingsbury's children, Adam Fravel, addressed the public for the first time in a statement denying any involvement in her disappearance. Fravel was arrested after the discovery of human remains in Mabel, Minnesota. And Northern News Now's Laura Lee is tracking the latest and joins us in studio with developments.
The discovery of a body this week ends the months-long search for Madeline Kingsbury. During a press conference this afternoon, you could hear the emotional outbursts and people crying once the Winona police chief confirmed they have indeed found the body of Maddie. Police say her body was found in rural Mabel near a gravel road yesterday around 1:30. Authorities say it was found covered and concealed in a wooded area just minutes from the Fravel family property. This is an area police say they've searched several times before. Her ex-boyfriend, Adam Fravel, has now been arrested on suspicion of second-degree murder, held in the Winona County Jail. Fravel, who is also the father of her two young children, has denied any involvement in her death. The Fillmore County Sheriff's Office says he was arrested without incident just hours after the discovery of Maddie's body.
Our focus now is to continue to assist the Winona Police Department with every resource available to us to ensure that an accurate and complete investigation is prepared.
For months, Madeline's family, her community, and law enforcement have been combing through southeastern Minnesota for signs. Police say it was an electronic tip that eventually led a sheriff's deputy to the discovery of Maddie's body.
To say the least, the last 69 days have been frustrating, full of heartache and pain for the family, law enforcement, and the community. But during this time, the family never gave up. Law enforcement never gave up. The community never gave up.
The Winona police chief says in his 36 years in law enforcement, this is one of the largest searches he's ever been a part of. They received more than 400 tips. Today, the BCA, which is assisting in the investigation, said they had every homicide agent throughout the state help in this case. Madeline's family issuing a statement today thanking law enforcement and saying in part, "We're certain that the correct person has been arrested, will be appropriately charged and convicted of his crimes. For right now, we will mourn as a family and properly and respectfully lay her to rest." While Fravel is being held on a second-degree murder charge, he has not been officially charged. Authorities would not comment on the scope of the charges, which are expected soon. They say they're still sorting through evidence and want to protect this case and the prosecution. As for the children of Madeline Kingsbury, just this week, a Winona County judge denied Adam Fravel's child custody petition. The children, ages 2 and 5, are ordered to remain in the care of their maternal grandparents. Back to you.
Thank you, Laura. Again, this is a developing story. You can tune in later tonight or go to our website for the latest updates coming out of southern Minnesota.